appear to be live. Let's go check if we actually are. Oh, so yeah, we are starting ultra late today. Man, like, the stream time was supposed to start, like, at 7, and it's like, okay, maybe 10, okay, 11, 11:30, and now it's after midnight. Yay! Let's just make sure we actually are live, and then as soon as we check it, say give me about 5 minutes or so. Of course, Twitch isn't live. Screw you. Why you always gotta cause problems, Twitch? Reconnect. There it goes. And now you get to force refresh, Twitch. Because otherwise it doesn't work properly. Yeah, that is so weird. Hey, we're live. Yay. Pop out activity feed. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Just make sure we actually do go live. Everything is working. Because one of the worst things that can happen is when you're like, oh yeah, we're totally live, and then it turns out you actually aren't. Do do do. Do 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 no. Do 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 do. Okay. Window manager. Hey, and we already have a spammer. Amazing. Block. Bayan. Hey, alright, well, there's the spammer taken care of. Alright, now let's just make sure my playback monitor is working, and then we can go put up some announcements on X and Discord and all that stuff. Alright, that much is good. Okay, I think we can just take you there. Good. Alright, let's go. Hashtag streaming some at G-Gen, SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. We have the Age story coming in a few days. So let's take care of Unicorn. Hashtag VTuber hashtag. Let's play hashtag Gundam. Oh, 00 shows up. Interesting. That could be a sign to play 00 instead, but too late. Already decided we're doing Unicorn today. And let's go ahead and copy that. Hop on over into the Discord, Akurasu, community promos, yeah. Streaming some. Late night, boom, copy, paste. Drop into Mana, make sure we're on streams, not on where we want. There's streams Mana. Boom. Good. Okay, that's looking good. And let me grab the Rumble link. Paste that there. Boom. Hello and welcome to another episode of SD Gundam AGE Generation Eternal. I'm bringing Stabity, the stabbiest Stabity that ever stabbied, once again doing a very late night stream. So late, in fact, that we didn't even start until after midnight. That is kind of terrible. Let's go get the Force download. And actually, speaking of it not starting until after midnight, hey, Mystic Blade Works, hello, how go things for ya? So yeah, the really bad thing about taking so long is I made an oopsie. We forgot our second character request. Kinda stinks. Oh well, it happens. I've been on a good streak of making sure we get every single person or every single character request, but oh well. Let's hop on in, we'll take care of it in a moment. There we are. So, at work, figures. You always seem to be at work when we're doing this stuff. So yeah, where we stand, oh yeah, let's hop into the event, I guess. That's where we can do some stuff. We got almost 10,000 tickets we can burn through. So let's burn through them because we got a bunch of medals to grab at the end, and then we can do some whatchamacallits. We got news to read, we got medal assembly to pull, so lots and lots of stuff to do. Execute. Let's see how things go. Yeah, so many skips. I know I've said it before, but it's just the menus. If the menus went by faster, this would be less of a slog. But yeah, anyway, the plan today, we are going to get started on a Unicorn. We got everything we can do with Gundam X. We just need to grind it out and get more development development material, technically the actual technical journals, because development material is plentiful. Just we need the journals for each of the respective SSRs we need to develop. Yeah, aside from that, things are pretty good. Skip 41 more. Alright. Decent progress already. $39. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes they appear like every 1, every 2, and sometimes you go 30 without a single secret boss showing up. It's weird. But still, we've used up about 3/4 of the tickets we had. Alright, down to 2,000. That's 80% of the tickets used. Wow, I got 50. That means literally it was a single skip. We skipped 1. Now we're skipping 2. Our gamer, hello! Hello to my very late night stream. As we just keep pulling on Exastray, and we'll be done with Exastray at long last. Yeah, most likely we'll skip Age, G1, and G2. Okay. I'm gonna put it on the back burner unless there are panel missions related to it, in which case, obviously, I'll have to do it. Okay, there we go. That's everything. Now we got 7,000 to pull. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, current pull status. We just need to grab another 400 roughly on that. That'll take us down to 5,000. 15 stream watch streak. Very nice, Mystic. Not that Age G3 is any better either. True. But Age G4 at least has a genocider flit. I'll do the stages for content and gems for anniversary in April. That makes sense. Yeah. Like I said, if panel missions, then I'll do them. If no panel missions, then it's gonna be delayed until I'm done with every other story stage. Because sadly, Age was not a good entry. Alright, there we are. That is everything taken care of. Reset rewards. And let's close out of here. Current poll status. Alright, we're done. We have reached 7+. Which does mean we can backtrack, go to missions, grab our dailies, but most importantly, grab our literal final mission. And with that, all missions are complete. Yay! And now literally we just grind and get this stuff. 'Cause why not? But yeah, our gamer, what you been up to? How go things? Hopefully not as crazy as my life was today. Tired? Oh man, I feel you. I feel you so much. Still, I'm hoping we can at least get maybe 2 episodes recorded tonight. Even then, that'll keep me up until after 2 a.m. and then I still gotta upload stuff, but But yeah, not a fan of Age in general, even though I know the plot beats. Yeah, I definitely want to say Age is one of the things that kind of got me I don't want to say out of Gundam, although I guess technically now, I mean, it'd be more accurate to call me a legacy fan. Not gonna lie, Age's mobile suits on the Earth side is way too weak in terms of their loadout. Yes. You know, with their piddly little, heat spike. That's just embarrassing. Alright, and we should have just one more after this. Yep. Last one. Flit was basically genocide the Vegans after his Lala Piss. Yeah, Lala Piss. Hell, Leo from Wayne can beat them. Yeah, you can. I don't want anyone besmirching the good name of Leo. That is the Lala named Piss. I mean urine, I mean urine. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. But yeah, Age is definitely... so I never finished Age. And then I watched IBO after that and got to almost the end and stopped watching there. And from that point, I have not watched any Gundam that's newer than that. Genoace is the worst mass production MS. Yes. All right, let's get some notices. I'm sure we got interesting notices. So yeah, Age main stages will be added on the 28th. Okay. I did not want to close that. We have the mobile suit campaign. We get free diamonds for the new stages. Hooray. Bug reports, unit featured assembly, and Master League. Okay. That's everything. We got some gifts we can grab, though. Character upgrade, diamonds from all the login bonuses, couple of captures. Nothing special. Boom. Close that out. And yes, missions. Cumulative. Reached rank 2, 3, and 4 for Karis Nautilus. Yoink. Alright, character requests we'll worry about later. Panel missions, we have literally just clear an expert stage, which we still haven't gotten around to doing. Age tried to do a remake of Gramps Zeta and Double Zeta in one season. Yes. Think Azaku 1 could beat Ogeno-Ace. I think so too. Might as well toss out the thing called the heat stick and fight with the weak butt beam gun that's probably weaker than the beam spray gun. More like Gramps than 90s than 2000s. I mean, the Gundams themselves were very, very clearly modeled off of Gramps, Zeta, and Double Zeta. I mean, you can't get away from that. And then season 4 definitely had had like modern bits and everything. But yeah, I don't want to call it season 4, but core 4, yeah, because it was 4 cores. Yeah, not gonna mess with that there. Let's just go to stage. Season underway. Yeah, I regressed a little. I was playing a bit with it. I got to 175, but I've since fallen down to 159. Kinda lame. Fortunately, it just saves your top scores, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, let's hit main stage. Time at long last to begin. Gundam Unicorn. Oh, the Pro Tags. Yes, the Pro Tags definitely have that 80s, 90s, and 2000s feel. But the Gundams themselves are very clearly Gramps, Zeta, and Double Zeta. Let us begin. Day of the Unicorn. How many stages are we looking? Not bad. Just 10 stages. I can definitely appreciate that. Sortie preparations. Alright, we'll have a decent chunk of our remaining characters taken out. Oh, I never grabbed Lancer or Dowell. Glad we can correct that mistake right here. Flit represents early UC, Asem represents late UC, and Kyo is literally Seed. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Unicorn is just gonna take out a huge chunk of our missing scouts. One of you is definitely Unicorn. You. Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn gets 18% bonus. Perfect. Oh, yeah, maybe not all the way to 90, but say to 80. That's reasonable. Yeah, the MS building for Unicorn is a pain in the butt because you need a lot of manuals. That's what I heard. Just to make one unit, you can need up to 100 plus UC manuals to make it. Ugh. Yeah, I've been hearing everyone bitching hard about it. But yeah, let's go batch formation, see what my team is. It's obviously gonna be Unicorn with Banana. And aside from that, I guess, we do the simple solution, switch back to combat power. Yeah, the Bjarland custom. No surprises there. Now the question is, do we go with Angelo? Or do we go with, Daguza? Well, let's select that. Your weapons are obviously just going to be a bunch of beam ranged, though, right? Oh, that's beam set. Yeah, but your best attacks are ranged. Range. So whichever one of you has better range. Or, whoever has the appropriate type. We're going with Angelo. You're an attack type, put it in the attack type. For the full dev line. Yes, for the full dev line. Like, if you just want to do a bulk development. But that makes it clear. Formation, we are grabbing this team. Call up. We're taking our one-shot kill team, not our new type team, because we just lost one of our new type pilots. Although, 18% for all Unicorn versus 30% for all new types. That's actually tempting once we get enough units, but no. We'll stick it like this for now. Let's roll. But yeah, I was recording some Data Live Spirit Echoes earlier today after work. It was annoying because I just missed getting one of the CGs because the event ended like 2 seconds before I could collect it. Citizens of Earth and space, greetings! I am the Prime Minister of the Youth Federation Government, Ricardo Marcenas. In a matter of moments, the era of Anno Domini will enter history, and we will step into the unknown world of the Universal Century. First of all, I would like to acknowledge what an honor it is to be able to address people of all races and creeds on this momentous occasion. It is the last night of the Anno Domini era. Nope, incorrect. It is always in the year of our Lord. On this eve, humanity bids farewell to the proclaimed era of God and ushers in a new era, the Universal Century. Plagued by numerous social issues such as a population crisis, humanity leaves Earth in search of a new home in space. However, this new dawn is marked. This new dawn is marked by tragedy. Marked by tragedy. I cannot read today. January 1st, UC 0001. With the calendar change, terrorists bombed the space station Laplace, in which the Prime Minister of the Earth Federation government's residence is located, blowing it to smithereens. This event would later go down in history as the Laplace incident, and the first case of astro-terrorism, and a bloody start to the universal century. You know, at a certain point you should just be like, you know what? Let's backtrack. We can backtrack, try this all over again, and just do it from the start. Not worry about this. Maybe pick a different name, skip universal century. Well, let's just go, in another decade, we can switch to the space century timeline. The criminals behind the terrorist attack share Laplace's fate when their vessel explodes, leaving the truth of the incident forever shrouded in mystery. However, there is one survivor, Siam Vist, a destitute boy who took part in the attack for money. As he floats in space, he happens to come into possession of an object from the wreckage of Laplace. An object that would come to be known as Laplace's box. Uh-oh. It's a monolith. It's a monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. For the next 100-odd years, Laplace's box remains dormant in Siam's possession, under orders not to open it. At this point, few know of what it is, the secret it holds, or even its existence. It is currently UC 0096, 3 years after the end of the Second Neo-Zeon War, also known as Char's Rebellion. Laplace's box begins to stir from its dormant state. Oh, hey! On the playback, you can actually see Universal Century written on the box, and a little bit of the charter. I was not able to see that on my phone. Apparently it was just a little bit too dark. Side 4's manufacturing colony, Industrial 7. There, Banana Lynx, fine Banager Lynx, leads a normal life as a student at Anaheim Electronics Industrial College, despite feeling out of place with his surroundings. On one day, he catches sight of a mobile suit flying across space. Like a meteor, the mobile suit of pure white soars off into the far reaches of space, leaving Banager awestruck. The mobile suit, the RX-0, is being test-piloted by Cardias Vist, Siam's grandson and second head of the Vist Foundation. At his mansion, situated in Industrial 7, Cardias makes preparations to hand over Laplace's box to the Neo-Zeon remnants called Sleeves, an act he believes to be in accordance with Siam's intentions. The RX-0 is vital to furthering this plan. This concludes all testing for the RX-0. The testing OS must be completely deleted. Seal the NTD and launch the Laplace program. In order to receive Laplace's box, the Sleeves arrive at the colony in the Garancieras space freighter. As the crew members make preparations for the exchange, a lone girl sneaks out of the freighter. She chooses to take independent action in the hopes of fulfilling a precise goal. But as luck would have it, she falls down a shaft into the colony. Sensing the peril she faces, Banagher quickly springs into action. He takes control of a petite mobile suit and rushes to save her. I can't die here. It's far too soon. Huh? Quick, your hand! The joys of a new type. You always have a communicator on hand. The girl Banagher saves introduces herself as Audrey Byrne. Sounds almost like Audrey Hepburn. Then requests assistance from him. Are you a local? I'm in a hurry, so could you please help me get to the colony builder's entrance? Please, it's urgent. There's someone I must speak with. If we don't act quickly, something terrible will happen. We must act now to prevent it. To prevent what exactly? A war. To prevent a war. Banagher, swayed by those words, decides to take her to the Vist Foundation mansion. They arrive at the mansion. Although Banagher has supposedly never set foot in the place, he cannot help but get a sense of déjà vu. My only wish. You can read that. What's going on? I remember this. I've seen this tapestry before. The reason for which Banagher experiences déjà vu is that he once had a close connection with the Vist Foundation. However, as Banagher was too young at the time, he is unable to clearly recall any of this, even as Cardaeus comes into view. Audrey declares to Cardaeus that although she may be one of the sleeves, she has come independently to convince him to reconsider the decision to hand over Laplace's box. She continues, saying that while the true nature of Laplace's box remains a mystery, it is clear that it is a matter of paramount importance to the Earth Federation government. Audrey fears that war would break out once again should it be passed into the hands of Full Frontal, leader of the Sleeves, and the man known as the Second Coming of Char. Lastly, unable to fathom what the Vist Foundation seeks to accomplish by relinquishing the Laplace's box, the lifeline which has ensured the Foundation's very prosperity, she has come to ask the question directly. On the other hand, the exchange of Laplace's box is a matter that Martha Vist Carbine, the de facto chief of Anaheim Electronics Co., cannot afford to overlook. She did not wish to see the harmony that existed among the Vist family and Foundation, the Earth Federation government, and the Anaheim Corporation of her husband's side come to an end. Martha mobilizes the Independent Federation fleet Londo Bell, directing it towards Industrial 7 to stop the exchange from coming to fruition. With no knowledge of this, Cardaeus begins negotiations with Subaroa Zinnerman, the Sleeves' representative, and states that he will be handing over not Laplace's box, but the key. Cardaeus explains that it will take someone qualified to use the key to open Laplace's box, and warns that its power, if misused, could destroy the world. With his words, he tries gauging whether the Sleeves are qualified or not. In the critical moment of negotiations, a fight breaks out between Zinnerman's subordinate and Alondo Bell, turning the inside of Industrial 7 into a war zone. Believing this to be a trap set by the Foundation, Zinnerman cuts off negotiations. As destruction ensues, Banagher and his friends begin evacuating. Banagher, who accompanied Audrey to the mansion, is told by Cardeas to leave, and is cast aside even by Audrey herself. He leaves the mansion. Banagher is crestfallen from having his earnest desire to help her rejected. Oof, rejection's tough, buddy. But after having witnessed his friends perish in battle, worried about Audrey's safety, he makes a break for the mansion in search of her. He reaches a hangar owned by the Vist Foundation. There, he finds the RX-0, the mobile suit known as the Unicorn, and very key of which Cardeas spoke. And the very key. What is this? Ah, it's you. Where is she? Where's Audrey? Don't worry about her. This isn't her first time cheating death, and it won't be her last. Don't tell me you left her behind. You were planning on escaping in this mobile suit, weren't you? Even if I did, I wouldn't survive long. What the hell is wrong with you? You act like you're so superior, but you can't do a thing! Audrey came to you trying to stop this war from breaking out, and you had the power to do so, didn't you? Those people, they had plans for tomorrow, for the next week. They weren't supposed to die like this. I lost my mother, but that was different. This isn't the way people should die. It's wrong. People are not animals. We must value the sanctity of life. We adults should know better, but we have caused far too much meaningless bloodshed. Not only did we harm the Earth, we devoured its resources to exploit new frontiers in space. Humanity must endeavor to regain its dignity. We must revive the hope that was born 100 years ago. With the possibility that lies within, and demonstrate the true strength and compassion of humanity. Humanity alone has a god, the power to transcend the now, the inner god that is our potential. You've come this far, but are you sure that your conviction will not waver? The weight she has to bear is immense. You'll need the resolve to carry the burden of the world on your shoulders with her. Do you have what it takes? I don't have any confidence, no resolve. All I know is I need her to need me. Then take this with you. If you can prove yourself to be a suitable pilot, the Unicorn will grant you powers unrivaled. Then, it will show you the path to Laplace's box. Laplace's box? A curse that has sentenced the Vist family to serve as its guardians for 100 years. But if used properly, it could bring a ray of hope to this universal century. Your mother, Anna, didn't want you to fall victim to this curse, so she took you from me. She must still hate me, and I imagine you do too. You must go, but have no fear. If you have faith in the potential that lies within, and give it your all, the path will reveal itself. What? You can't say all that to me now! Please, forgive me. I wanted to be with you so much longer. Banager, my wish has finally come true. Anna. Father! My only wish. The beast of possibility. The symbol of hope. Father. Mother. I'm sorry. I'll be going. Are these readings of a mobile suit? Are these readings of a mobile suit? Ugh! Get out! Get out of here! We didn't get to see Stark Yeagan pilot almost take out Merida. I'll shoot you down! Gah! Huh? That unidentified single horde type changed shape. No, it morphed! Attention, bridge! The machine currently engaging the Sleep Squad Wing appears to be a Gundam type. Ah, Gundam! It's a Gundam! Day of the Unicorn. Victory conditions. Destroy all enemy units. Let's go. Alright, that side we have just the attack types. So, I say we need to get Soletta into good range. Specifically, so Guest Force Banana. Oh, you only got the Tonfa. Okay, that's fine. Gundam. Gundam. Gundams are the enemy! Ha! The negotiations broke down. Prepare to withdraw, Merida. Master, I understand. Oh, you can reach. Okay. You don't have extra chance steps, so I guess just... take out that Girazulu. And then take out that Girazulu. Meanwhile, you... can take out that. And then take out that. And the Guest Force Unicorn can hop over here, and with that, the west side is done. Toss a map just for fun. And you can wipe out the last guy. And that's the stage taken care of. Hooray! $17,000. Yeah, we got a scout. Alright. Let's move on to Full Frontal's Pursuits. Right there, since we did unlock... Banana! Alright, so who can we add to the list? We're clearly gonna add the, Yagani Koas type and Daguzamaki. Get you some levels. Force guard, support defense, increased range. Very respectable. Free squad stays as it is, and let's continue on. I guess we could take a look at dev diagram, see what we want to take a peek at. Oh yeah, we got quite a bit here. GM2 Semi-Striker, okay. That's a weird one. Let's grab a second Loto and use that to develop the gun cannon detector. Okay. I know that that's like a gun cannon that's used for not electronics warfare, but holy frick! How long is this dev tree? No wonder. Jeez, 178 just to get a full armor Unicorn Gundam Destroy mode. Yeesh. Not surprised with how many it needs to go through, but still. 213 for a Banshee Norn Destroy mode. Wow. These people really hate us. That's Nor, so I'll just go ahead and bulk develop 2 of these. Jagen Type D. And use that to get ourselves a prototype Stark Jagen. Oh, that's like the old school Stark Jagen, the one with the 4 big missiles. That's from Char's Counterattack Variations. And let's get ourselves an Anksha. Yeah, nice stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm just glad we got unit assembly units, making it easier on us, and we don't need to mess with that dev tree. And just kind of let it passively grow for a bit. A Zaku Sniper. No, not you. You. Gyaradoga sleeves. Yeah, let's see how bad. Oof. This one's going to be painful. It's combining two SSRs. How much is a bulk development going to cost? Well, less development materials, 211, but you need 9 technical journals. Because you need the Neo Zeong, the Sinanju, and the Shamblo. Oh. I hate it already. Let's get ourselves another one of these. So we can get ourselves a Gyaradoga Heavy Armed type. And of course my goal is to 3-star every single thing. Alright, well, let's go Full Frontal's Pursuit. See how things go. After fending off the sleeves, Banagher loses consciousness in the cockpit. The Londo Bell ship, Nail Argama, retrieves the Unicorn. On board the ship is Audrey, as well as Banagher's friends, Takuya Ire and Mikot Barch. The 3 were in the middle of evacuating from the colony when Ensign Riddy Marcenas, Londo Bell pilot, rescued them and kept them under his protection. In Nail Argama's mobile suit deck, the crew has begun working on the retrieved Unicorn to get its cockpit to open. But the mobile suit is equipped with a robust security system, making even opening the hatch an arduous task. Wow! They finally developed security! Oh, Cursed Pilot, dude! I'm sorry, I missed your chats. I totally didn't see those. Because I forgot to pull up Rumble chat in the chat aggregator. I'm so sorry, man. That is totally my fault. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. I have 10 models of Gunpla. Glad to see people also enjoy my hobby. Yeah, I very much enjoy it. Gundam's so fun. And you also win the award of being the final person to get me the 20 chatters I need for the month of February. Thank you so much. Commander Daguza Makol of the ECOAS Special Operations Group surmises that the Unicorn may be hiding something related to Laplace's box. It might, you know, be the key itself. Although Londo Bell operations to stop Laplace's box from being handed over could be called a success, its members find themselves confused regarding their next steps. You Even the crew of the Nihil Argama, the task force itself, could not grasp what the brains behind the operation, Anaheim Electronics, were planning. I really feel so bad calling it Anaheim Co. Anaheim Co. just feels wrong. Yeah, they still have the Anaheim Electronics logo. Part of this confusion stems from Alberto Vist, a Vist family member who was dispatched by Martha of Anaheim Electronics. I'm gonna keep calling it Anaheim Electronics. I can't stand Anaheim Co. To prevent Laplace's box from being opened, he had received the order to transport the Unicorn back to Von Braun, a city on the moon where Anaheim Electronics headquarters are located. Now, I guess I could mention, I used to live in Anaheim for like 5 years. 5-minute drive from Disneyland. It's kind of fun. To this end, he is willing to resort to any means, as demonstrated by when he shot his own father Cardeus during the chaos that struck Industrial 7. Oof. Having secured the Unicorn, Alberto insists to set out for Von Braun. On the other hand, Daguza suggests the Space Fortress Luna 2 as their next destination. While Londo Bell operates following the agenda of Anaheim Electronics, Daguza and Ikoas are under top-secret orders to seize Laplace's box, if given the opportunity. Luna 2 is on the far side of Earth. The moon is right next to us. That's exactly why our enemy will expect us to head there. I think a detour course for Luna 2 is a wiser choice. Will all remaining resources last long enough for that route? Commander, you're being overly anxious. Anyone would be anxious about traveling with no hope of backup. We're in this situation because of civilians who put pressure on the military chain of command. I'll cut the transmission line right now. I've heard enough. I know that Ikoas can do as they please during operations, but I'll brook no interference from them while on my ship. The same goes for that prima donna from Anaheim. There's no use in complaining if he can't hear you. There's also no consequences if he can't hear me. Amidst differing intentions and a lack of leadership, the Unicorn security system is finally bypassed, and the cockpit hatch opens. Huh? Huh? Banasher, but why? It wasn't a pilot? As commotion breaks out across the ship, Banasher is carried off to the infirmary. Shortly afterward, Banasher regains consciousness and is greeted by the sight of Daguza, who has shown up to question him about the relationship between Laplace's box and the Unicorn. Without a hint of compassion, Daguza orders Banasher's doctor and friends who are visiting to leave. But upon seeing Audrey, he feels that he has seen her before, even though they were never supposed to have met. Daguza, with only Banasher himself and his Ikoas soldiers left in the infirmary, begins questioning Banasher. However, Banasher's story does not convince any of the Ikoas members, who are unaware of his ties to the with the Vist family. Iggy, what up, my man? A tall tale. You're telling me Cardeus Vist gave that mobile suit to a mere boy like yourself? So did he say anything else when he gave you this Gundam? Like I said, he told me to take the mobile suit and protect everyone. That's all. Would it be easier to believe if I said he was my father? What? Dagusa Nikoa's soldier's astonishment in response to Banager's words is cut short when the ship shakes violently. The sleeves have launched an attack to get their hands on the Unicorn, the key to Laplace's box. As all hands scramble to respond to the threat, Nail Argama's sensors pick up an incoming mobile suit. I've got intense heat signatures approaching at high speed. It's right above us. Are they missiles? No, sir. Judging by their flight paths, I'd say they're mobile suits. But are they navigating the debris? It's impossible. The lead machine is approaching 3 times faster than the others. Show me the power of your new Gundam! Are these the same guys who attacked the colony? Banager! Audrey! Banager, listen to me. That mobile suit is registered to your biometric data, so it can't function without you, right? That's what I was told, but how do you know that? Run away with me. We can make it if we go now. We can go back to Industrial 7. You should sneak onto a cargo ship, travel to another side, then go into hiding. In the meantime, I'll think of a way to dispose of the mobile suit. Otherwise, it's too dangerous. It must not fall into anyone else's hands. Wait a minute. You can't expect me to just say okay while I'm in the dark. It's not fair for you to try and sway me in that tone of voice. We have to escape to the moon now. That's the Sinanju. It's the Red Comet. He's unstoppable. 2 years ago, our experimental mobile suit, MSN-06, was stolen by the Neo Zeon while it was being transferred from Granada to a testing ground at Von Braun. The Federation forces that were sent to get it back were completely wiped out. They say the one responsible is Full Frontal. The second coming of Char Aznable, the Red Comet. I've heard stories. The ghost of Char who destroyed 2 Klopp-class ships with a single mobile suit. But Char went missing during the Second Neo-Zeon War and wasn't heard from again. Be that as it may, your men don't stand a chance in those mobile suits. The Unicorn was built based on data collected from the Sinanju. We've got to get out of here now! If you run now, we'll only get attacked from behind. Transfer data about the Sinanju to each section of the ship. Whoever this enemy is, it's no ghost. Inform the mobile suit teams too. You stubborn idiot! If they believe the box is on the ship, they shouldn't be going for the engines, but should be aiming to neutralize, then capture the ship. Well, it's hard to imagine that a single mobile suit can pull that off. This ship is carrying something of equal importance to them as the box. What do you want to do? Not what you must, but want. Tell me what you truly want to do. Ah. Audrey? You know why I'm here, right? Ship's bow, trajectory set, catapult hatches 1 through 4 are open. Mobile suits, get into launch positions. Norm Basilicock, Romeo 1, moving out. Basilicock, nah. Ready Marcenus, Romeo 8, here I go. Full Frontal's pursuit. Defeat Full Frontal. So yeah, there's the guest force. There's that force. Okay, well. Oh, shoot. Alright, well. Good. You can reach for the support. Oh, wow. Even with the support, we won't get it. Let's see, Riddy Marcenus. With the beam rifle. No, not enough to get the kill. Okay. Fine. You advance. 3,500, 4,500, 4,500. Hyper Mega Particle Cannon. With Soletta supporting. That should be sufficient to get the beam rifle kill. Let's see what this red comet can do! Well, it seems some of these pilots are quite skilled. Condition achieved! To think there was a pilot of this caliber. I admit I had underestimated the opposition. Captain, these small fry aren't worth any more of your time. Allow the guards and myself to deal with the rest. Angelo, you needn't worry about such a trifling matter. Captain, please, let me handle this. Very well. I shall leave this to you, but don't get careless. Alright, Full Frontal has been defeated. You can go quite a bit in that direction. Alright, well. Yegini Kostai. Beam Saber. Toss beam cannon. And another beam cannon. You take out that Girazulu. Sure, take that one out. Bazooka! I guess we'll want to go with you. 1. 2. 'Who dares stand in the captain's way? Well, it's none other than Soletta, the autistic Tanuki. How could I have been defeated by the likes of the Federation? Mega Beam Launcher. And there we go. That's another stage beaten. They even got Angelo, huh? It would be unwise to let them have their way any longer. Unfortunately for them, I shall extinguish any hope they had, and teach them that this short-lived victory was nothing but a fluke. At this rate, everyone's going to die! All enemy combatants, do you read me? You are ordered to cease fire immediately. We are holding Mineva Zabi captive aboard this ship. What? Mineva Zabi? Battle clear. Scout unlocked. We can get ready. All right. Do we continue on? Well, obviously we need to wrap this episode up, so thank you everybody for watching. Please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye. I need to check my calendar. That's Thursday's shoot. Yeah, I'm tired, but we really need to record one more episode, so we have Friday's episode of this recorded. Okay. You can hear the tiredness in my voice, but still, we need it. With this, we'll be able to make some decent forward progress. Work hard tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully, we could do all of the narration for next week. That would be good. Yeah, Wednesday, if we could do 3 narrations. Yeah, still need to edit Fridays, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. We're out to there. And then Thursday, we could do some more G-Gen. You know what? No, Thursday I'd just do more Super Robo. And on Friday we can do G-Gen. And that way on Friday we can roll right up into Age starting. Yeah. That's a better idea. Okay. Unfortunately it means... Yeah. That plan, unfortunately, definitely 100% requires me to do a second episode right now. So, let's do it. Even though it's 1:20, and I'm fading. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm the tiredest of individuals. Nobody gets more tired the way that I get tired. Yeah, let's just pop in there. Alright, let's do it. Sleep is for the weak. Hey, Oboro! How you doing? Fine. Since you said that sleep is for the weak, and I refuse to be weak, I will go ahead and be strong, and by being strong, we will continue, we'll do another stream. We did get one chatter on Rumble, which got us the 20 monthly chatters we need. So tired of myself, just finished your stream. Thank you. I'm weak, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I at least have the joys of working from home, but I do have 2 meetings ahead of me tomorrow. Okay. Alright, let's do it. And I still gotta upload 2 videos once I'm done with this, but we need to do this. We need to get one more stage recorded so I can have something for Friday. And then we can shift stuff around and we can keep working on getting ahead of things. Alright, very good. Let's go. Oof, lol, exactly. But hey, it may be Wednesday morning, but I'm still treating this as a Tuesday. Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Robot. I'm so tired I can't even say what game I'm playing. SD Gundam AGE Generation Eternal. I'm Big Stabbity, the stabbiest stabbity that ever stabbityed. And we need to continue on with some more Unicorn. Gundam Unicorn. Ho 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 ho. I hit select. Alright, let's hop on in, see if there is a new scout. Yes, there is. Riddy Marcenas. You could join the flight roster, but we're fine as is. So yeah, keep the same loadout, and let's go! And we can see, maybe we could do 3 stages today. That'd be pretty cool. We could be halfway done with Unicorn in a single stream. And technically in a single shortened stream. Mineva Laozabi. That was the true name of the girl who had been going by Audrey. It is the name of the only surviving member of the Zabi family, the founding family of the Principality of Zeon after the 1-year war. From a young age, she was celebrated as the one who would revive Zeon, but disappeared after the first Neo-Zeon War. As a result of the Neo-Largama taking her in for her protection out of coincidence, her true identity was revealed. By using her as a hostage, Daguza plans to let the Neo-Largama escape from the sector. I repeat, we are holding the Zabi heir, Mineva Laozabi, captive aboard this ship. Cease fire at once or we cannot guarantee her safety. We ask that you cease attacking and withdraw right away. Do so and we can guarantee the safety of Mineva Laozabi. So, you won't return her to us? There is room for negotiation, but only after this ship arrives at a location that we can deem safe. So you're holding her as your hostage. You realize that we have no evidence that she is the real Princess Mineva. You're quite cautious for the so-called Red Comet Reborn. By your definition, we're nothing but terrorists, as we're not part of your military, so we cannot expect to be protected by international law. Some caution is to be expected. We have the highest regard for human rights. That's a lie. That's quite a statement coming from people who send special forces into civilian colonies and are using a hostage as a shield. Hey, how about we kill the spammer, kill the spammer, kill the spammer, do-do-do. And are using a hostage as a shield. Allow me to state our demands. I would like you to hand over all the materials you collected from Industrial 7 and all data pertaining to Laplace's box. And in exchange, we assure you safe passage, unless you object to the terms. I have no objection. However, we will be unable to comply because we never obtained Laplace's box. But you did retrieve a Gundam-type mobile suit, did you not? That's a Federation asset of no relation to Laplace's box. If you refuse our demands, we will destroy your ship. You would do that with a captive on board? We will not respond to negotiations based on uncertainties. You have 3 minutes. I'll trust you'll make a sensible decision. During the 3 minutes given to them, Daguza and the crew try to ascertain Full Frontal's true intentions. While Daguza stresses that the sleeves would not kill off Minerva, such an iconic figure of Zeon, it is Minerva herself who refutes this assertion. If Full Frontal is in fact Sharaznable, then he is the son of Zeon Daikun. That means he holds the Zabi family responsible for his father's death. Why should he care about me? Interesting you should say that. There's no doubt in my mind that you are the princess. I'd bet that many sleeves out there remain loyal to the Zabis. If you believe that, then continue these useless negotiations. However, the soldiers of Zeon don't play as nicely as you do. If you were a Zeon soldier, all you'd be thinking about would be how to destroy anything related to Laplace's box. Let's put the valor of a Federation soldier to the test, Commander Daguza Mackle. If you have the courage, then destroy the key and kill me. Losing both the key and myself will undoubtedly deal a severe blow to Neo Zeon. Otherwise, continue to wait for them to storm in and take it from you. There is no time for indecision. At gunpoint, Minerva, heir of the Zabi family, shows not even an ounce of fear. Appearing on the bridge, Banagher admonishes Audrey for her attitude. Audrey, stop talking like that! You're only making it harder for everyone, including yourself! Banagher. Let's just go. This isn't something you should be involved in. My name is Minerva Zabi. No, you're Audrey. Whether it's a lie or not, to me you're Audrey Byrne. Enough. Children shouldn't get involved in adult matters. If I'm just a child, then what about her? This girl is the princess of Neo Zeon. If I'm a child, then she's one too. Is this how adults should behave, taking children hostage? Banagher's words stirred guilt within the hearts of the adults present on the bridge. Okay, that's your limit. Good night, good luck. Oh, thank you, Oboro. Thanks for stopping by. Try to stop by and watch again. Look forward to it. I'll try to stop by your stream too. However, the 3 minutes run out without a resolution having been made. Time's up. What's your decision? Understood. We shall destroy your vessel. Love your Gundam streams. Ah, thank you. We always need more Gundam stuff. Just good stuff, not the age that we're going to be getting on Friday. Here it comes. Ready our defenses. Mobile suits, prepare to intercept. It's just some box. Why can't you just hand it over to them? We don't even know what the box is. Why do so many people have to die for it? Tell me, could you take responsibility for it? While we don't know the secrets hidden in Laplace's box, some say it could overthrow the Federation. What if we were to turn over the box, only to cause even more people to lose their lives? Care to explain to those families why their loved ones died? Ah! Reprimanded by Dagusa, Banagher struggles to form a response. But driven by a desire to help Audrey, he comes up with a way to be of use to her. If we just take down that red mobile suit, then you won't need Audrey as a hostage anymore, right? I'll do it! Come on, gentlemen. You all know, with full conviction, even though we all know it's false, that we could totally get into a mobile suit without training and just pilot it amazingly well. Pull back! Pull back already! If it weren't for you terrorists, we wouldn't have to have taken any hostage. Calm down, Ensign Ready. Commander Norm! Why, you? What was that? Huh? The Gundam? The Gundam is on Catapult 1. What are you doing? Don't let it launch! Gundam pilot, state your name. You are not cleared for launch. Return to the hangar immediately. Ah. Bastard, what do you think you're doing? This is a compromise that could work for everyone. The Unicorn's performance is unmatched. Even a pilot with no training can buy us enough time to escape. You're handing the box to them on a platter. But it's only the key. If the key is broken now, the box will never open, and the Federation interests will be protected. That boy will keep fighting until the Unicorn is destroyed. Can you hear me, Banagher? You already know how to initiate the system, don't you? That pilot suit has a medical subsystem designed to resist the strain of G-forces on the body. Once the NTD is activated, it should kick in automatically. The NTD? The mode in which the Unicorn's limiters are disengaged. You've handled it once already. You should be fine. Ready to launch. Banagher, don't do this. Force disengagement. clash with the Red Comet. Mission objective, defeat Full Frontal. Alright, how's our loadout look? Alright, that team's over there. Oh. Well, this is gonna be easy. Hey, and we got a Hyper Bazooka. Oh, there it is! Huh. Looks like the Gundam's shown up. Condition achieved. Did that get him? Ah! It doesn't matter how powerful you are if you can't hit me. Ah! Audrey! NTD. Yeah, you know, without the transformation music, that just does not sound good at all. What? Alright, defeat all enemy units. That is our goal. Can you reach anyone? No. You have 2 chance steps. Perfect. Beam Magnum. We need to see the Beam Magnum. I can see it. So this is the power of a Gundam. Guess we'd already seen a Beam Magnum. Oh, not enough for the kill. Let's just do an Awaken boost. There. Aha, so we battle again, Gundam. Surrender. If you don't, Audrey's going to... Bazooka. Bazooka again. You won't beat me! That weapon! The captain's in danger! I fired. I disgraced the captain's battlefield! You made me fire! Captain! Alright. Let's take Kira Yamato. There. And now we should just be able to tap fire and he'll automatically use the same attack against them all in order. Boom! We got it! Battle clear! Right. We unlocked a scout. The Sinanju darts across the battlefield, with the Unicorn right behind it. Hell-bent on destroying the red mobile suit to save Audrey, Benager continues chasing full frontal even further. As a result, he is lured into the sector in which Merida's Kshatriya was lying in ambush. Behind you! Huh? The quad wing? Forgive me, Audrey. You have my thanks, Lieutenant Merida Cruz. With Benager, its pilot having lost consciousness, the Unicorn becomes incapacitated and is captured by the Sleeves. As the mobile suit falls into enemy hands, the inside of the cockpit displays the characters La Plus. Riddy, returning to the ship and frustrated by his own uselessness, seeks out Audrey in the room where she was held captive, then vents his anger. While keeping a level head, Audrey responds to Riddy's anti-Zeon sentiments, enlightening him about the reality from which he has averted his eyes. The lopsided relationship between the Earth Federation government and Neo-Zeon. How do you think I've evaded capture for 10 years? How do you think Neo-Zeon has been able to establish military bases throughout the Earth sphere? Are you saying there have been backroom dealings? The Industrial 7 incident will vanish from the news reports. It won't be easy for those whose loved ones died to accept or forgive, but Space Noids are used to dealing with injustice. In turn, the Federation has been using us as a scapegoat to channel this discontent into a revolt. Until now. And Laplace's box is upsetting this balance? The Federation may have begun taking steps to square accounts with Neo-Zeon once and for all. That's why the Vist Foundation is willing to sacrifice the source of its prosperity. Sounds complicated. But what made you take action? And alone? You're aware of the family that I was born into? The family that shouldered the blame for the one-year war. I cannot separate myself from politics. If the same mistakes are about to be repeated, it is my duty to prevent them, even at the cost of my own life. Hearing her story, Riddy feels a sharp pang of guilt for having looked away from the truth, despite being born into a similarly prominent family. You said your name was Riddy Marcenas, didn't you? Yes. So the family you mentioned was... I wish we had met in different circumstances. After leaving her room, Riddy ponders what he and his current self can do. What I can do. Battle of Palau. The asteroid Palau, if I believe. We're not making it down to Earth yet. Let's go and get Angelo Sauper. Alright, Angelo yoinked. And we're down to just 9 more people to recruit. After suffering defeat during the battle against Full Frontal, Banagher, along with the Unicorn, is captured. He is brought to the Sleeves base located on the resource satellite Palau. He is then shown to the office of the Sleeves leader, the masked individual known as Full Frontal. Nice work, Captain Subaroa. Lieutenant Merida, I'll take it from here. Sir! I'm well aware Princess Minerva being held captive aboard the enemy ship was unexpected. We'll have plenty of chances to rescue her, including using political measures. We mustn't be hasty. Yes, sir! How are you feeling? I've been told it was no small feat to get you out of that Gundam safely. So are you the one who was piloting the red mobile suit? What, you won't partake in tea time with a mortal enemy, Banagher Lynx? Don't you dare get in between me and my heterosexual life partner! This might sound rude, but why do you wear that mask? Is it to hide a scar or something? If not, I'd like to see your face. How dare you! That's fine, Lieutenant Angelo. Banagher is right. It's a matter of etiquette. Heterosexual life partner? Did I hear that right? Fine, fine. No one will believe the heterosexual part. The visage concealed underneath the mask, now revealed, bears a striking resemblance to that of Shah Raznable, the man who triggered the Second Neo-Zeon War. Full Frontal, after apologizing for his discourtesy, asks Banagher why he was granted possession of the Unicorn and the events that led to it. Laplace's box has ensured the prosperity of the Vist Foundation. Full Frontal reasons that the Vist Foundation wouldn't simply hand over such a valuable asset without careful consideration, nor would the Foundation alter its plans so easily. Although I'm still quite fond of the theory that Angelo Sauper grows up to become Iron Mask in F91. Furthermore, he thinks that it is inconceivable for a civilian to have been chosen as the bearer of the box, despite the chaotic circumstances. But yeah, I guess, hello Sayote Hugger. I don't believe you've chatted here before, so welcome to the stream. Full Frontal concludes that Banagher must be related to the Vist Foundation by blood. In response, Banagher chooses not to divulge his true identity, and instead brings up Audrey's request. Audrey said so herself. She said that Neo-Zeon must not get the box, that if it were to happen it would mean war. Well, well. And after what happened in our colony, Industrial 7, anyone would feel the same way. She's a princess of Zeon, isn't she? The Fadri's against it. Why are you trying to get the box? I was an avid fan of yours. Great voice acting, by the way. Oh, thank you. Now the question is, was? Full Frontal responds, saying that it is to achieve autonomy for all space noids. The space migration policy, which commenced even before the Universal Century, was not but a policy of mass exile, aimed at resolving the population crisis of Earth. Oh, and still. Good. I thought my ego was about to be hurt there. Nah, just messing with you. But yeah, the population crisis in UC Gundam is hilarious. It's like, oh no, can you believe that at the start of the 1 year war there were 8 billion people? And actually they weren't even all on the planet. 7 billion of them were in space. And 1 whole billion was still on Earth. Can you imagine the ecological destruction? UC Gundam says as we sit here with a population that's already almost 8 billion. Current Earth population, what are we at right now? Current world population, 8.2 billion. Yeah. So, almost 8.3, closer to 8.3. 8.298 billion, so call it 8.3 billion. We literally have more people on Earth right now than there was at the start of the 1 year war when they had the so-called population crisis. Or maybe they were at 9. I don't remember specifically. But I can tell you that roughly there was 1 billion people on side 1, 1 billion people on side 2, 2 billion people on side 3 because they used closed type colonies, so they had twice as many people per colony. 1 billion on side 4, 1 billion on side 5, 1 billion on side 6. That gets us to 7 billion right there. Side 7 was still under construction and had a minimal population. And the Earth had another billion taking us to 8, but maybe it had 2 taking us up to 9. But yeah. The overpopulation crisis is hilarious in hindsight. Even though each side's autonomy would later become recognized, the central government holds the rights to appoint its leaders, while space noids have no voting power in the central government. That's also not what I remember. What I remember is that each side had 1 vote, but also each continent on Earth had 1 vote. So, you know, North America 1 vote, South America 1 vote, Europe 1 vote, Africa 1 vote, Asia 1 vote. I don't know if Australia had its own vote. Maybe not. And then space had 6 votes total, 1 for each side. So, yeah, Earth basically dominated the assembly. In essence, space noids have been stripped of their suffrage, left with no say whatsoever over their own fates. Not all of Neo Zeon adheres to a single doctrine. What we do have in common is the belief that this unjust system must evolve. In order to break from the oppressive rule of the Federation and bring about the independence of all space noids, even so, you shouldn't resort to terrorism. No matter how righteous you think you are, you can't just go around killing people. It's never right to take another's life. Wrong. Justified self-defense is a thing. Hypocrite! If killing is wrong, you're just as guilty for using the Gundam. You killed one of our best men out there. I don't think Banasher even knows what you're talking about. He was probably acting on pure instincts. You mean I killed someone? Although Banagher believed himself a victim, he had unwittingly caused blood to shed. The fact shakes him to the core. There is still so much you have to learn about who we really are. I want you to understand us, and it is my wish that we will one day work together. Hold on, aren't you really Shahrazadable? As I am now, I see myself as nothing more than a vessel. A vessel for the hopes of those abandoned in space, and for the desires of those who have taken up Zeon's mantle. It is the people's desire. If it is the people's desire, then Shahrazadable is who I am, and that is the reason I wear this mask. Full frontal. He is a Shar. Meanwhile, the Earth Federation Forces Staff HQ have just mandated an operation to recover the Unicorn, and such preparations are being made on the Nahel Argama. Yeah, you can see the little Londo Bell patch there. Take a peek at the just over the left shoulder of my VTube avatar. That is also a Londo Bell patch. Oh, you can't see that on YouTube because I'm recording without the VTube avatar on YouTube. Actually, here, let me just turn it on YouTube for a second. There we go. Oh, sorry, it's over my right breast. On the right pocket, there's the little Londo Bell patch. Left pocket is just a square. Banagher Link's kill count: 6 direct kills. It is a covert operation to be conducted by the Nahel Argama and ECOAS. Some consider this joining of forces too excessive for the scale of the operation. In contrast, the operation felt reckless to the crew, for their objective is located in Palau, a major sleeve space from which resistance would spell disaster for them. Enraged by the order, Captain Otto lets his frustrations fly out on anyone else's... Lets his frustrations fly out of anyone else's earshot. There we go, let's properly parse that sentence. Damn you! You call those reinforcements? What covert operation? Getting all desperate and spouting excuses to cover your mistakes? To hell with you! Witnessing Otto's anger, Dagusa explains to him that he views the plan as a hostage rescue operation. His words betray a deeper meaning, that he has come to terms with the absurdity of the mission by choosing to think of the objective as saving Banagher, and thus a more humane goal. Continuing, he proposes utilizing their hyper-mega particle cannon, mounted on the Nahel Argama, to raise their chances of success. Meanwhile, Banagher is held in the confinement in the home of Gilboa Sant, a soldier under Zinnerman's command. He, Gilboa's family, and Kshatriya's pilot Merida, who has also provided lodging there, are sharing a meal. Gilboa's son Tikva, believing Banagher to be a hostage of Earth Federation Forces affiliation, speaks up about the righteousness of Zeon. War can never be right. Even if what you say is true, it doesn't change the fact that Zeon dropped an entire colony and killed a great number of people. The people who were killed weren't given a chance to think about what was right or not. Without knowing anything, they were suddenly slaughtered. There is no justice in that. None whatsoever. There was nothing else I could have done. I was fighting for my life. I never intended to kill. I'm not a murderer! Rather than a counter-argument to what Tikva said, Banagher's words were more of an escape from the shock of having killed someone, a desperate justification for his actions. Seeing Banagher in such a state, Merida brings him outside. What you're saying isn't wrong. There's no such thing as a just war, yet justice doesn't always save lives. Merida takes Banagher to a religious site built a long time ago. She tells him that people needed a guiding light they could cling to in order to survive the harsh life out in space. But the people abandoned in space eventually found a new light to replace God. The new light they found was Zeon. They needed Zeon. It brought hope from despair, so they could overcome the impossible and survive this cruel world. It held out the shining promise that we could all be better. So you're saying that atheism is the source of all the problems in the UC century? That is surprisingly based. Humanity alone has a god. Somebody told me that once. He spoke of the power to transcend the now, the inner god called possibility. He must have been a romantic. Nobody could believe that without strong faith in humanity or the world. As for taking action to protect Princess Minerva, I thank you. Banagher fought for what he believed in, but the harsh reality of war left him shaken. Nevertheless, Merida's words reach him and give him comfort. Meanwhile, on the Nail Argama, another young man is contemplating his role and trying to walk the path he believes in. Planning to take advantage of the chaos an imminent operation will cause, Riddy attempts to take Minerva off the ship and descend to Earth. Riddy was born into the Marcenas family, a powerful political dynasty founded by Ricardo Marcenas, the first Prime Minister of the Earth Federation. His father, too, serves as a member of the Earth Federation's General Assembly. By introducing Minerva to his father, he hopes the tension surrounding Laplace's box will come to a peaceful resolution. Minerva comes to understand that Riddy is doing everything in his power to support her. She agrees to follow him to Earth. Amidst a veritable storm of emotions, the stage is being set for a new conflict to erupt. An Ecoa's squad, led by Daguza, detonates explosives planted inside Palau's connecting shafts. Having been warned by an EFF spy who infiltrated Palau that the asteroid base is about to become a battlefield, Banagher seizes the first chance to escape and races towards his extraction point. I'm detecting explosion flashes in Palau's connecting shafts. Cut the engines. Inertial flight. Route all power to the Hyper Mega Particle Cannon. Disperse Minovsky particles at combat destiny. Mobile suits, one at a time. Launch! Hyper Mega Particle Cannon, ready to fire! Attack once we've reached the designated point. Remind our pilots to stay clear of our line of fire. Roger. Bridge to all mobile suits. We are about to fire the Hyper Mega Particle Cannon. Firing position in T-minus 48, 47, 46. Ah. Ah. Four, three, two, one. Fire! The sleeves swiftly dispatch an interception squad to counter the Nail Argama's surprise attack. As the battle throws Palau into chaos, Banagher reaches the point marked on the map the EFF spy passed him. What are you doing here? This won't end with my rescue. We shouldn't be here. Neither of us. Multiple bogeys incoming. Our allies are being surrounded. Send in a squad to cover them. Take us in too. Any word from Ecoas? Communication is still down. We walked right into their trap. They anticipated our every move. Did we walk into a trap? Go on. You have an obligation to help your allies. Follow your heart. If you don't, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. You know that. You got me. I'll withdraw when our allies do. Sorry, but until then, you're stuck with me. All right. Fanboymus, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Battle of Palau. Objective, destroy 3 enemies. Follow your heart, it's such a cliche. Yes. Plus... If I could find the quote that I'm looking for. Yes, the heart is deceitful above all things. Riddy's going to take that following his heart way too seriously. Yeah, he's gonna be like, by following your heart, by following my heart, perhaps you mean following with my head, but the other head. Sorry, I broached the subject, I have to. I was seeing a short, creepy and stalkerish, yes. I was seeing, you know, like the games where you put a picture of someone on your forehead so you can't see it, but other people can. And then you have to ask questions and figure out what your character is, or what your person is. I just remember I saw one of those. And, you know, eventually they get around to President, and he's like asking, did he get his head blown off? And, yeah. JFK? No, other head. Bill Clinton? Yes. Oh, what do we got? A Gaza D sleeves, a Dryson sleeves, a Dross C. That's silly. Daguza in a lotto. Yeah. That's not gonna end well. There's that team, no supporters. Riddy Marcenas. Oops, that was Kiriyamato. My bad. Take out the Draw C. Map those two. And weird no one ever said, seriously, the Sleeves? We're fighting a group with a really lame name. Oh wait, their leader calls himself Full Frontal? Never mind. Yeah, exactly. The Unicorn Gundam. Is that some new Federation model? Benager Lynx! Audrey, is that you? Benager, you're alright. It's me, Maneva. Audrey Byrne. I'm so glad you're safe. What are you doing here? Are you piloting that? I'm taking her to Earth. Ensign Riddy, to Earth? Slow down a second. The ensign's father is a pivotal figure of Spacenoid policy. I will go and report to him everything that happened. As the heir to the Zabi bloodline, it's important that I resolve the situation peacefully. You have to return to the Nahel Argma. The Federation will cease its attack once it has you and the Unicorn. I'm taking Audrey to Earth. She'll be fine. Audrey, just answer me one question. Is this what you truly want? Yes, I believe that it is. Alright, Ensign Riddy, I'll take your word on it. I expect you to take care of Audrey. You sure know how to motivate someone. Oh boy! That damn quad wing! Securing that mobile suit is our top priority, even if all that remains is the cockpit. There's no such thing as a just war, is there? Alright, and now we just need to defeat everybody. 23 enemies, that is quite a lot. And we wasted our chance to have Riddy do something and show off his attacks. Oh, also, new one? Ooh, beam Gatling gun. Yeah, not even close. Still, we should hopefully be able to get you to pop save that one. And then go there. Take out the Girazulu. And then we're able to use you to destroy the Kshatriya. Merida, is that you? How? If that's you, Merida, hear me out. Listen to the justice of my beam saber. Gundam? Merida, please withdraw your forces. I'll make it out alive. I'll find you. Yeah, you can't even do a decent amount of damage to anyone. Oh well. Very nice. There's some good progress on that side. You can head north for a bit. Take you on. Then take you. And take you. There we go. And that leaves us with just 7. that need to be destroyed, and we have the ability to take care of 6 of them. How annoying. Good job there. No, no. I didn't want to use the EX attack. Oh well. Hey, at least we got a capture. That's nice. There we are, and with our final move, we take care of you so that the last one can be defeated on the counterattack. Gyaradoga Heavy, goodbye. Battle clear. Ooh, we acquired Merida. What are you doing in? It doesn't matter who's piloting. Right now, you and I are no more than combat units called pilots. Combat units! You're wrong! You're Merida! That's how I knew it was you! I could feel it! Palau was your home, right? If the Federation forces get the Unicorn back, they'll retreat! That's the rhetoric of an enemy pilot. Audrey's here too! She came to stop all the fighting! The princess! Tell me where she is! Please, consider stopping the fight, just for now! Think of all the civilians of Palau! Gilboa and his family! They could die! Surrender and tell me where she is. Then we will withdraw. Ah! You talk about how you want all the fighting to stop, but your perspective is that of the Federation. No, I'm not on their side. Merida, you people are too single-minded. That's why Audrey doesn't want you to have the box. More rhetoric from the enemy. You stubborn idiot! The moment Banagher loses his temper, the NTD system activates, transforming the Unicorn Gundam into its destroy mode. NTD stands for New Type Destroyer. This system activates when it detects new types, disabling the suit's limiters and dramatically enhancing its performance in order to eliminate the unique threat these enemies pose. Banagher's conscious will is irrelevant. The NTD system reads the pilot's subconscious instinct, operating the mobile suit purely in response to hostility. Full frontal in the sleeves, monitor the battle as it unfolds. Why are you leaving Merida to fight alone? This is a job that only the Lieutenant can perform. The way to activate the NTD is to clash with someone who could be a new type. We've installed a psycho monitor aboard the Unicorn. We'll intercept any data related to the box that gets revealed by the NTD's activation. Since we cannot analyze the Laplace program itself, our best option is to break the seals one by one. To accomplish that, we had to use our inside man in the Federation to bring Banagher back to the Unicorn Gundam. So you're saying you send Merida out as bait? Her name is Wow. I simultaneously said Pol 12 and Pudu 12. Her name is Pol 12, a man-made new type who has been engineered through cloning and genetic modification. The 12th such prototype, in fact. The Unicorn overwhelms the Kshatriya with sheer power and prepares to deliver the finishing blow. At the same instant, the two psycho frames resonate with one another, and Banagher catches a glimpse into Merida's past. Merida fought in the first Neo-Zeon War as a member of the New Type Corps, but the conflict claimed her commander and her sisters. Yes, Glemmy thought that he could take over Neo-Zeon from Haman with his army of cloned New Type lolies. Tragically, the only thing waiting for her after fleeing the battlefield was a living nightmare. She eventually obtained a human-like life when Zinnerman rescued her, taking her in as his own daughter. Yet they kindly skip over the part where she was a prostitute. Even now, she continues to fight to honor her adoptive father. This is all too sad. Compassion alone cannot save people. It cannot erase sin, nor wash away our impurities. But even so... As Banagher and Merida's mutual hostility subsides, the new type Destroy deactivates, leaving the Unicorn and Kshatriya to drift serenely through the now peaceful vacuum of space. Alright, with that, we're 40% of the way done through Unicorn. And we did just hit the 1 hour mark, so I think it is time for us to wrap up both the VOD and the stream. It's already 2:30 a.m. here, and I got work in the morning, so even if I were to hit the sack right now, I'd only have 6 hours of sleep. But I still got stuff to do after this before I can go to sleep. So, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye. Alright, there's the recording done. And YouTube, Sayote Hugger and Hunter Iggy, thank you both for hanging out. On the Twitch side, Fanboyamus and earlier Oboro Gaming and R Gamer and Mystic Bladeworks, thank you for hanging out with me. On the Rumble side, once again, a shout out to Cursed Pilot with slightly odd spellings. And once again, an apology for completely ignoring your comment because I didn't have the chat pulled up. Let's go ahead. Do we have 10 viewers? We have exactly 10 viewers. You know what? That means we have enough time to do a quick ad read. Let's see what we want to do. Is there something decent here? We could do a Rumble Wallet, I guess. No? Why do you not like the ads? Force refresh? Yeah, that was weird, but good. Yeah, we may as well do Rumble Wallet. Gain 30 cents for this. GGen Eternal VTube, make sure the ad is live. And let's just accept and do a Rumble Wallet ad read. And that's what we'll close the stream out on. What do you mean failed to accept campaign? Never mind, we may not be doing an ad read. Try again. Failed to accept ad, that's so weird. Why is it failing to accept ad? Let's just do a quick test campaign. Yeah, it's working. Oh, pickaxe. That actually is the thing that I was trying to remember. Alright guys, a big announcement! Pickaxe is officially launching on iOS and Android this Tuesday, February 24th, which is yesterday. If you're tired of algorithm manipulation, shadow banning, and platforms collecting your data while throttling your reach, this is for you. Pickaxe is built to be the most human-centered social media platform on the planet. No algorithms detecting who sees your content. No data mining. We're making social media actually social again. And this is huge for the Rumble community. Your Rumble videos play directly inside the Pickaxe newsfeed, just like native content. No redirects, no losing your audience. Seamless integration. We've already got major voices on the platform like Diamond and Silk, The Vigilant Fox, Rampage Jackson, Dr. Mary Tally Bowden, Children's Health Defense, Shannon Joy, and many more. And the Rumble gaming community is showing up stronger. The Joker, Uncle Pudge, Midnight in the Mountains, Vapin' Gamers, Chavez Flexington, Soundboard Lord, Cat Dog, and a bunch more are making Pickaxe their home base. This is about owning your audience instead of renting it. Mark your calendar for Tuesday, February 24th. Go to pickaxe.app today to pre-register for the app in the Google Play and Apple App Stores and be ready for the moment we go live. You are the algorithm. I'm actually going to go check that out. All right, there we go. That's our ad read. Yay! And just in time, because our number of viewers dropped down to 9. Which would make us ineligible, but we squeezed in just in time. Alright, well, that's everyone. We don't really have the audience today to do a raid, so not gonna bother with one. Just gonna cut the stream here. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. I know I need one. I need one badly. Bye-bye. And YouTube.